Hey guys, it's your Grace. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, of course, welcome to my channel. Happy Monday, happy Mummy Monday. For today's Mummy Monday video, I'm going to be telling you guys my breastfeeding do's and don'ts. So these are just my personal opinion. You can go by it, you can choose to go by it and choose not to go by it, but these are my personal opinion. I hope you guys do enjoy today's video. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, thank you so very much for stopping by. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn your notification bell on so you can be notified every time I upload. And just in case you're not following me on any of my social media, what are you waiting for? It's right there on the screen. Make sure you follow me. Let's become best of friends. With that being said, let's get right into this video. Alright guys, so like I mentioned in my intro, for today's video I'm going to be doing a chit chat with you guys about my breastfeeding do's and don't. Please do not mind me. I have my phone here. I do have everything in my notes so I do not forget things. So I'm just going to start off with a little bit of detail on my personal experience with breastfeeding. If you guys have seen my previous video, you will know I am breastfeeding. I am breastfeeding my baby. We do pump as well to have bottle, so he is exclusively breastfeeding and also taking bottle. I'm happy he's satisfied with both and he likes both of them, so we just alternate. Maybe his first feeding of the day he'll take breastfeeding, and then for around noon brunch time he'll take a bottle, which is of course my milk. I do pump as well. I try to pump 2 to 4 times daily. So I'm just gonna let you guys know my do's when it comes to breastfeeding, and then my don'ts. So my do's, my first number one, which what you should do when you're breastfeeding, is make sure you are staying hydrated. During your breastfeeding session, always have a glass of water, a glass of juice, something just to keep the momentum going beside you so you can drink. Same thing when you are pumping as well. You want to make sure you're staying hydrated. You want to make sure you have a bottle of water, a glass of water, something just to keep you hydrated beside you. Another thing is, number 2, is be patient. Patience is key. You and your baby are learning a new skill. Nobody gets it in one day. No one is an expert in one day, and it doesn't come overnight. Just work with your baby and your baby will work with you when it comes to breastfeeding. Know the guidelines of breastfeeding. I'm not saying there is a certain rule that you have to follow by. Just know and understand that your baby should be latching properly to your breast. You shouldn't be feeling any sort of discomfort while you are breastfeeding your baby. You might feel when they latch, but after latching, you shouldn't be feeling any sort of discomfort. If you do feel any sort of discomfort, you might want to look into speaking to a lactation consultant. They can help you with that. A lot of clinics do provide that. A lot of hospitals do provide that. Make sure if you do not know how to go about it, a lactation consultant can help you, and your pediatrician for your baby can recommend you one. Make sure you are eating a balanced meal. Make sure you're eating food 3 meals a day. You're having snacks throughout the day. Make sure you're eating healthy, because remember, what you eat is what your baby is, what's being broken down in your milk for your baby. You need to be eating at least 300 more calories than what you do previously eat, to make sure you are providing enough for your baby. Try to stay away from caffeine, so coffee, alcohol, spicy food, because remember, once again, what you eat is what your baby eat, period. I say my personal opinion to do is nurse when your baby is hungry. Don't just feed your baby to feed your baby. Follow your baby's cue. When your baby cries, check if it's a diaper situation, if they just want to be cuddled, and if it's neither of the two, then your baby's hungry. Feed your baby. Don't just keep feeding and feeding and feeding and feeding your baby, because that just gets over excessively. And make sure you have ensured your baby likes breast milk before you introduce a bottle, because I know some parents do both. They do breastfeed and then they do formula in a bottle just to top up. I personally top up with a bottle. I'm not a fan of formula. I've mentioned this in my previous video. I might give it a try in the future, but for right now, it's not something we are introducing into Loyal's diet. It's just strictly breast milk. So as long as I'm healthy and I'm eating and I'm making sure I'm having balanced meal, he will continue to drink breast milk. Okay, now I'm going to tell you guys a couple of things that I loved the most about breastfeeding. I've mentioned this. It gives me time to bond with my baby. It's just a different experience. You know, you're pretty much like a source provider, and it's it's healthy, okay? It is a healthy source of food, a source of meal for your baby. I'm not trying to clock anything else that people feed their baby that is not healthy, but for me personally, breast milk is healthy. Breastfeeding is, to me, is fun. I did have my ups and downs where in the beginning I was always feeding on my left, so my right wasn't producing enough, or I was feeding on my right and then my left wasn't producing enough. Sometimes when he latches it hurts, and then after a while it just soothes as he starts to feed. So everybody's story when it comes to breastfeeding is different, but these, like I said, once again, is my do's and don'ts. So now I'm going to share with you my don'ts to breastfeeding. Don't wait for your baby to cry before you start nursing. An upset baby makes it harder for them to focus and eat. Offering your breast frequently is crucial. You can never ever overfeed with breast milk. Eventually you will recognize your baby's cues and what they want and how they go about it. Don't switch your breast too early. I always say try to do maybe at least 10 to 15 minutes on one side, and then if you want to switch, you can go to the other side, because you want your baby to drain out one boob before you go to the other. If you don't, you will feel an achy feeling, and if the achy feeling does get worse, you should see your doctor or see a lactation consultant. That is very, very crucial. One thing that is super important is do not accept pain. Breastfeeding may cause some discomfort as your baby learns to latch, but you shouldn't experience extended pain or soreness. If you do, definitely see a lactation consultant. And I know some parents, when they do breastfeed, go through the whole like nipple bleeding, nipple cracking and all that. I personally didn't experience it. The only thing I just experienced is the top of my nipple did change from like a black to kind of like a pinkish reddish, but it's not something that's painful. And I did mention, like, once he latches on, I do feel a little bit of discomfort, but as soon as he starts to suck, it soothes itself out. Another thing I would say when it comes to breastfeeding personally is don't feel discouraged if you don't get it right at first. It will happen and it will work itself out, because your baby, once again, you and your baby are getting used to something new, and once you guys get a routine going, I promise you it will be the best thing ever. My personal experience, once again, I do absolutely love breastfeeding. If you are a mom or a first-time mom or soon-to-be mom, I would highly recommend you give that a try first before you go into other options. Especially for some moms, they probably don't have milk supply and they just go straight into a bottle. Give it a try it out, and if you don't like it, then you can try other option, because remember, 2021, we living life on a budget, and your tatas, the milk coming from your tatas is free, honey. So with that being said, take advantage of it, okay? But that is it for my do's and don'ts when it comes to breastfeeding. I hope you guys did learn something today. I hope you did enjoy today's video. If this is your first time stopping by my channel and checking out my Mommy Monday, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you did enjoy this video once again. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn your notification bell on so you can be notified every time your girl uploads. And just in case you're not following me on any of my social media, what are you waiting for? It's right there on the screen. Make sure you add me, follow me, let's become best of friends. With that being said, thank you guys always for all the love and all the support. This mommy right here loves and appreciates you guys, and I will see you guys all in my next upload. Bye. Mwah.